Hey fam, we live in a time where there are a lot of people that don't pursue women anymore. They don't think that they should have to, and they actually think, as the protector and provider in the relationship, that it's appropriate for them to be pursued and treated like they are the prize. There's a subset of men that do that. There's another subset of men that want to pit women against each other in some form of competition to see who is the most deserving of his attention and affection. There's also a lot of men that are so incestually aligned with their mothers that they will never be able to cut that cord and become yoked to a partner. And that is very important because when you are in a situation where you are constantly placing your mother above your intimate partner, you are disrespecting your intimate partner and you are putting them in a competition with your mother. I don't know why that is such a prevalent illness in the psyche of so many men, but it is. There are also a lot of men who may have had previous relationships, and those relationships may have resulted in children from that relationship. And what I find interesting is they expect women, after they are no longer in that union, to want to jump on board being the next in line to participate in a relationship with them, when it's evident that that step parent will never be a part of that unit. They will always be treated as an outsider. They will always be treated as an afterthought. There are women in this world that will be okay with that. I'm not one of them. I understand that at my age, many of the men at my age have children from previous relationships. I totally understand and I respect that. Having said that, I have no interest in being an afterthought in an intimate partnership. I already experienced that for longer than a decade in my previous unfortunate decision in terms of a partner. So I guess you could say I learned from that extremely traumatic experience what to avoid. And if I get an inkling that I'm going to be treated like an afterthought or second fiddle, or that I have to chase everyone else's priorities around and completely abandon my own, as I have done so many times before, I opt out. I will not participate in that. And you can think whatever you want about me for saying that. I prioritized other people for the majority of my life, and then they abandoned me. So, as much as I might like people, as much as I might like their personalities, as much as I may get on with them and be able to talk with them and enjoy those conversations, I will be not escalating any dynamics in which I feel like I will be placed in a subservient role. My days of being the fixer for other people are done. I think that at my age, it is completely reasonable for me to prioritize myself, my health, my well being, and my financial stability. Because it's very evident to me that when it comes to my health needs and my well being and my monetary well being, that the majority of that responsibility is on my shoulders, and really realistically always has been. It's just that I tried to assist people when I was in a position to do so, rather than expecting them to resolve their own issues. It's not that I don't care about people, it's not that I don't care about their well-being, but I am no longer willing to give my time to things that are not going to produce a benefit for me in the long run. And I will say that the younger a person is, the more willing I think they are to do that sort of thing, because they don't realize when they're younger how quickly time goes by, how short our lives truly are, and how little time we truly have to make sure that we are able to have the financial means to take care of ourselves, and hopefully a level of financial abundance to where we can pour into other people. Sometimes you have to be a little selfish so that you can ensure the survival of the people that you care about. I will say, though, that when people write you off, when they abandon you at your lowest moments, and then decide to resurface when things are going well for you, those are not your people. Those are not your friends. Those are cockroaches. I hope you know how to exterminate them. Anyway, those are my thoughts on this Friday night. Have a great night.